oh my God, doesn't this feel so weird filming a YouTube video after months and months of not filming anything? But it's a Sunday and I have had this sudden overwhelming urge to make a YouTube video. So we're rolling with it. Maybe I am back. And for anybody that has not watched one of my YouTube videos before, my name is Flo and I am attempting to become a traditionally published author whilst balancing a full-time corporate career in London while socializing, maintaining an exercise routine and trying to maintain my sanity. I have been on a bit of a YouTube social media hiatus for maybe about 5 months because I burnt myself the frick out. I was posting most of the days on TikTok, most days on YouTube Shorts, doing a long form YouTube video every week, trying to finish the 3rd book that I've ever written, to move on to a 4th book, and then do agent queries to try and get a publishing deal, all in one human normal life. And I have no idea how I didn't burn out sooner. Oh, and I was also moving corporate jobs. I was very miserable in my old job. I was burnt out. I was working long hours. The work was just getting on top of me. And I work a finance job in London. So it's not even a square 9 to 5. Whenever they want to tell me to do work, I do it. I remember some days I was working from when the markets open. That sounds like such a knobby finance thing to say, which is 8 o'clock UK time. And then I was working until the markets closed in the US, which is 10 p.m. our time. I don't know how I didn't just have a mental breakdown, but I just got to the point where I was falling out of love with social media, not writing as much, just trying to deal with my corporate job. And I think I had to give that 100% focus. And now I feel in a much better place with my own priorities, but then also in a better place with work and getting into a normal routine. So I have moved jobs. I now work a 30-minute walk from my flat, which is so cool. I don't have to take public transport if I don't want to. I normally just walk and I'll listen to an audiobook and it's like the absolute best thing ever. And my job is just completely different. It's like a breath of fresh air. It is exactly the same job. I do the same thing, but I got obviously more money, which is great. And it's a promotion in the sense of I was looking for a step up. And this firm is a lot smaller. So it's just me and my new manager, who's chief compliance officer. It's just the 2 of us. And so I have so much more responsibility, but way more work-life balance. I'm not clearing trades anymore. That's what I was doing at my old job. That really overwhelmed me because the trader would be like, Flo, you need to clear this. And I'd have like 5 seconds to clear it because the prices move in the trading market. And so if I wasn't clearing them ASAP, they'd then have to do the prices. And so you couldn't get in the way of that. So that was really stressful. And then having to teach other people how to do it, because I'd been at that company for like 6 years. So teaching other people how to do it and then also doing it myself. I was managing someone as well. And it was just so much. I loved managing though. But now it's a much smaller team. So I don't manage anyone, but it's just me and my boss doing the compliance stuff, which is actually pretty good. I think there's a lot less volume. It's a much smaller company. There's no clearing trades like I mentioned. And it's just like, we're getting our feet. What's the phrase? We're hitting the ground running. We're trying to find our pace. And so I couldn't create anything for a while in terms of YouTube videos and stuff because I was just getting used to building a new routine, getting myself sorted. But I feel like I'm there. It's so nice. My life feels so different now. If you've recognized my room, we've painted it. We have literally redone the flat. We've painted the walls. Tom moved in a year ago and we were just like, let's give this flat a makeover. So I feel like I have really leveled up my life and I feel like I've got a new version and I can't wait to share it. And now I'm not feeling so burnt out. I literally don't know where this inspiration has come from today. I was like, I want to make a YouTube video. So I'm doing that. And it's a Sunday, so I'm feeling good. I used to love doing my Sunday reset, so maybe I'll do one of those today. But to catch you up on what my life looks like now compared to what it was. So I'm working a much more balanced job. It's way friendlier in terms of work-life balance. I am in the office 3 days a week, working from home 2. So that means that I am doing a morning routine of mixing, editing my book, and then also going to the gym. And then in the evenings, I just feel so refreshed. Like I'm actually socializing and seeing people. And there will be times where this job is busy, but I'm the most junior in the legal and compliance team. And they always say to me, there's someone here. So if I go on holiday, I can switch off because everybody else on my team knows how to do something. Whereas in my old company, I was the one where people were asking me questions. So I just think it was too much and for not so much money. So way better to move. And so I'm seeing my friends, I'm getting a balance, but I think where I was a bit toxic before, and I'm trying to reframe that, was I was viewing, and a lot of people do this, where they want to become a full-time content creator and writer. That would be so cool. That would be a dream. But I was viewing it like a business, and I guess you kind of need to do that. Oh, my washing just went, if you heard that. But this is my fun. It's my creative outlet. And I was such a stickler for having to put YouTube videos every single day at the right time and TikTok videos. And so I'm just not sticking to that anymore. And I'm just going to create when I feel like creating because this is fun. But what was I saying before I went into a YouTube ramble? I think I was talking about my life now. So I'm in the office 3 days, working from home 2. And then what I'm doing is some mornings I will edit my book and tell you about my book. So I have written and self-published 2 books. They are charity novels that proceeds go to Samaritan's charity. I've been spending so long writing my 3rd book, and I think this was the problem, was I was prioritizing things like YouTube and everything and not actually the book. And so I finished the book, then I've been querying agents. I have had 1 rejection for my book, but it was the nicest rejection ever. It was the literary agent that represents Claire Daverley, who wrote Talking at Night. She gave me a response and was like, don't give up. I'm just not the right agent for this book. I just didn't connect with the really sad parts of the book because my book is a tearjerker as a romance novel. This is an adult romance, small town, lakeside book. And she just didn't connect to some of the sadder parts. But when I was writing this book, and I think I mentioned it in other videos as well, I didn't know if I was convinced by the ending of my book. I had 2 endings that I wanted to go with. And I went for the saddest one, and I just went for it because it was easier to write. And then I got this rejection. And I wouldn't even call it rejection. It was such a nice email. It's given me so much positivity and hope, and I'm keeping going. But with that, she was like, I just didn't connect to the sad bits. And it made me think, and I was chatting to my friend who has also read the book. I was like, should I go back to maybe the 2nd ending? And now I'm writing the 2nd ending and I'm prioritizing that. I'm pausing agent queries while I rewrite the ending of this book, which I think I'm going to finish today, by the way, which is why I was inspired to do this video. So you can come along with me as I finish writing the book. And then I've started writing a 4th book. I went away with Tom and his family the other week and I just started writing while we were away. We were away in Spain. We were in Malaga and it was like in the mountainside. So it was just such nice vibes to sit and write. And I've just really reconnected back with my writing. And I think that's what I had to prioritize. So I changed jobs. Then the priority was get into your writing flow and your routine alongside normal life. And then when you feel like you can add social media back in, add it, but pace yourself. So that's where I'm at. And I'm pacing myself. And even if I don't do anything with this video, or I do this one video and then I'm off for like months, that's okay, because this is fun and I'm like documenting my writing journey as I make these videos. And some of my friends watch these. Some of my friends were like, oh, I've really missed your videos. But there's just no pressure to do them. And I'm taking the pressure off myself. The thing I need to put pressure on and I need to focus on is my writing, because that is my passion. So everything else just doesn't matter. And I think that's where I've got to with a good space with my job, because it's not occupying as much space in my brain. I can reprioritize the writing. So that's what we've done. We've leveled up the apartment, like I mentioned, because Tom has moved in. We've painted the walls, if you've noticed. And then if you can see this picture behind, Lola, my dog, did this with her paw prints. I saw a TikTok video where a dog was running across with acrylic paint and they framed it. So I did the same thing and it's so cute and I love it. And we've redone the mood lighting. I've changed where the books are in my apartment as well. Maybe I'll span some videos now so that you can see. It's a little bit messy. I need to tidy up because I'm doing Sunday. So I've got washing is being done. I need to clear up and get ready for work. But I've even changed the days I work from home now as well. So I work from home on a Wednesday and a Friday. And I think having that Wednesday in the middle breaks up the week and it feels so nice, because I used to do Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So I'm just in a much better place, much better routine. And so where I'm at with my writing is, I mentioned I was redoing the ending of the 3rd book. So that's my focus now. I'm not thinking about agents. I'm not thinking about my 4th book. I'm basically I'm trying not to juggle too much at once. And I'm trying to make everything minimalistic. I'm really living in minimalism in every part of my life. So socializing, so I don't burn myself out, because I am an introvert by nature and it depends who I hang out with. But I'm like, 2 social things a week is great for me. Exercising 4 times a week. Any spare mornings that I have, I'm trying to get up at the same time every day and be a bit more of a morning person and write in the mornings and then go to work. Maybe exercise at lunch, go for a run, because I work near Green Park, which is so nice, and like Buckingham Palace, which is such a nice running route. And then we'll go to started class pass. So I'll go to some gym classes with some of my friends. And that's like a really great way to see them. And I think I want to do more videos where I show you how I juggle everything, because the dream is to become a traditionally published author. I've got so many steps and such a long journey ahead of me to get there, like agent queries, writing the books, blah, blah, all of that stuff. Doing that while doing a full-time job and balancing everything. I think so many people out there have like dreams and stuff while they're also having to work a corporate job. So I just want to show what that looks like for me and keep going, because I hope that it makes like people feel inspired and like do it if they've got like a creative dream, but that sounds really soppy and weird, so I'm just gonna stop. I'm babbling at the camera, I'm not used to it. But yeah, I'm gonna show you what my apartment looks like now. It's a little bit messy, but then I'm gonna finish writing the end of my third book today, so I will take you on that journey with me. The football season has started, and you know me, if you've watched my videos, I love it when there's the football season because Tom will watch football while I'm sat there writing, and it's like the best thing, and it's how we sort of out and re-energize ourselves for the week without talking to each other, but we're still hanging out, so it's really nice. Got loads of washing to do. It's all on the bed, I can see it, and it's just hideous. So we're doing a Sunday reset whilst writing my book. I will give you updates. I'll bring you along with me because it has been a long damn time. This is now what the bedroom wall looks like. It used to be just white walls, and then there's Lola's picture. It's very cute. I love reading with these lamps. They're from IKEA. And they're so cute. I have to show you them up close. I don't actually know if you can see the pattern. Alexa, lights off. Yeah, there you go. They're just so cute. I love them. And I now have this big bookshelf in the corner of my bedroom because it used to be in the hallway. But we've now put this mirror in the hallway and painted the walls.
What was it?
Do that again?
Hello, Wells.
Hello. Sorry if the lighting is really dodgy. I thought I would do a quick update before it gets dark outside because I have lost all the lighting I would use to film all my YouTube videos before because I think I thought I was giving up on this and not going back to it. So I think I might have chucked them out when I redid and minimalized this apartment when we did a makeover for it. But I wanted to give you an update. So the last load of my washing is in. I have finished the chapter that I was working on today and it's the biggest one. It's a sad bit. So that was a big one. I'm fully on a roll. I did it through a whole football game and now the F1 is on. It's the Qatar F1 and we've got that on in the background. But I've realised as I finished this scene, I was like, oh, there's a bit missing before I can get to the end scenes and loop them together because I've still got I still love my epilogue from the first draft I wrote. So I want to tack that on, but it all needs to make sense. So I need a filler. And I think the scene I just finished didn't quite end with as much focus on the main characters. Maybe it needs to. So I'm going to work on that now while I watch the F1. But the thing with the writing is being on a roll, it's so hard because on the weekend, if I'm fully on a roll, I can sit there for ages and write. And I could literally write all night now until 8 o'clock and have it finished. But then it's time to go to bed. And I have a TV show that Tom and I want to start. I was watching Sarah Caroli's YouTube video earlier today, one of her autumn vlogs, and she reads a book that's also on an Apple TV series. I can't remember the name of it, but I want to watch that. So I think we are going to do that later. And I don't really want to be writing. I want to chill out before the end of today. Lola is about to walk into the room. Let me go get her. Come on. Good girl. Lola has joined us. Hello. That's a big sigh. She's had a bad paw. We thought she fractured it. So she's been resting this week. But she's back to her full self now, aren't you? Yes. Right, you go down there. She's missed interrupting the YouTube videos as well. But where was I? Yeah, so I could end up in a massive writing hole, but I think I need to give myself until the end of the F1, I think. Then I'm going to unplug from the writing, get myself back into the real world, pack for work, get myself ready, sit and watch some TV with Tom, chill out before tomorrow because I need to get up early for the gym. And this has inspired me to think maybe I would show you I might do a few vlogs that show you what my day looks like when I'm working as well and how I fit writing in and do more videos like that because it feels a bit more natural. And then I think I love watching people's videos and see what they do for a day and how they fit things in. Lola's now playing with a toy. If you can hear her jangly collar, she's missed interrupting these videos, I promise. This is what she's telling us. But I think I might do more videos like that. I'd love to do a work from home one where you can see me working my normal job, my new job, working from home. And then you're about to knock over the stand. She's now stood here at the window. I thought I would do a working from home video. You can see how I fit exercise in, how I can fit in my writing when I'm working from home. And then just normal life. I find those videos so interesting and relaxing. So I feel like I'll make my own. So let's go back to writing. Hopefully I've got more to go and then we can get on with the F1. I'm actually slightly torn between finishing up where I'm at now versus carrying it on because I could really open a can of worms. I've stopped at a good place. I don't need to finish the book this week. Again, I don't need to put pressure on myself. So I don't know what's going to happen now. So I'll update you. We are in the middle of the F1 and I got to a place with my book where I feel like I can pause and pick back up one of the mornings when I'm working in the week. So hopefully I'll do a new video when I start doing that because as I was going to the other chapters that wrap up the book, I realised I had a lot more to edit than I thought I did to now adjust to the changing of this ending. So I'm not going to put pressure on myself to keep going because otherwise I'm just going to burn myself out. I need to have a relaxing evening. What's the time? It is almost 5 o'clock. So I feel like that's a perfect amount of time to have a real long evening, watching some TV with Tom, finishing the F1 and then moving to that TV show and maybe editing this video, which is cool. So I feel like it's in a good place. I wish I had an extra day off tomorrow to actually finish it, but I don't need to rush it. There's no deadline. And I need to read back through everything and check it makes sense. But I'm really in the swing of writing and I'm very proud of myself for that. So I don't want to go too full steam ahead. I need to make sure what I write is good because if I keep rushing the ending, which is what I noticed I was doing just then, the quality of the writing is going to be dreadful and I'm going to need to rewrite it anyway. So I'm pausing and now I'm going to watch the rest of the F1. And I think I have to check if I need to pack my bag for work. I'm going to have a look at my to-do list. I always write a to-do list every weekend. So I'm just going to check. I've got no other bits to do around the house before fully switching off and sitting in front of the telly until it's time to go to bed. And I'm going to start reading a new book, which is The Ministry of Time, I think is what it's called. I bought a copy of the book when I was in New York. It's so floppy and nice. I actually want to read a real book because I've been reading on my Kindle a lot at the moment and listening to a lot of audiobooks. So I'm going to read a paperback and hopefully I'll finish it before the end of the year and then it will be like the last paperback I probably read until next year. So yeah, go chill out. Sorry if you can hear some background noise. I still have the telly on. We've just finished the F1. I've showered. My clothes are still drying, so I can't fully pack my bag for work tomorrow, but I'm doing my skincare. Tom is cooking food, and then we are going to go watch that TV programme. So yeah, I'm feeling very good, and I'm going to carry on doing my skincare so that I can chill.